I would like all of you to help me in welcoming Mayor Policina, the mayor in our town, Ernie Petticelli. Isn't it amazing that we live in such a wonderful town where on a holiday, when people like to take naps, relax, today both of them have taken the time to come and be with you on Veterans Day. They honor us by coming here, just as the veterans that we have in this building honor our country. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. First of all, good afternoon, everyone. And I'm very honored to be here. Today, obviously, is Veterans Day. It's an important day. It really, truly is an important day. And we should always remember the veterans. There are many veterans, unfortunately, not here with us, that gave the ultimate sacrifice defending our country. And we have to thank them, and we have to obviously pray for them every day. But Veterans Day, is very, very important to me. My dad was a Korean War veteran. He's not with us anymore, but he was a Korean War veteran. And he told me stories of the horrors of war. But he was proud of serving his country, and it was very important that he served his country. And he instilled those thoughts, obviously, in me. And I always had a special place in my heart for the veterans, for all the veterans, both men and women. Many, many women served also in our military as nurses and did many things for us, and we appreciate that. But keep in mind, though, that we have men and women now that are in harm's way. They're fighting as we speak, and they're fighting for our freedoms. And I said this the other day, this is the greatest country in the world, but it's funny how other countries hate us, but they all want to come to the United States of America. I don't figure that out. Okay, that's amazing to me. But this is truly the greatest country. It allows people like myself and Councilman Petticelli to come up and speak freely. Okay, in some other countries, if we said a few things, there'd be men in uniforms waiting to take us out of here, and you'd never see us again. But the United States of America, because of you veterans, and the veterans that are out there daily that are protecting us, it gives me the freedom to speak, and we really appreciate that. And I know my father's looking down upon us now, saying, you go get him, because he was very, very active in the Korean War Veterans Organization, which is very important. I do have, for myself and Councilman Petticelli, I do have a resolution I'd like to read if you'll bear with me. When I turned 25 last year, I had to wear glasses. Okay, if you'll bear with me. Whereas in 1954, President Dwight D. Eisenhower signed the first Veterans Day proclamation, calling our nation to pay appropriate homage to the veterans of all its wars who have contributed so much for the preservation of this nation. And whereas today we remember with somber and grateful hearts these men and women who have served the United States of America with distinction and valor as sailors, soldiers, airmen, Marines, and offer our sincerest prayers for those who continue to defend the principles on which our nation was founded. And whereas our nation continues to fight battles around the world, the words of the first proclamation still rings true. Let us solemnly remember the sacrifices of all of those who fought so hard on the seas, in the air, and on the foreign shores to preserve our heritage of freedom, and let us continue the task of promoting and obviously enduring peace, so that all of their efforts shall not have been in vain. And whereas I, Mayor Joseph M. Policina, Councilman Ernie Petticelli, proclaim November 11, 2011 as Veterans Day in the town of Johnston, and encourage its citizens and everyone to observe and appreciate the sacrifices and contributions of our veterans who fought for peace and defended democracy. in our land and abroad. In the testimony whereof I have caused the seal of the town of Johnston to be affixed on this 11th day of November 2011, and once again to the veterans that are here today, there are not enough words to thank you for what you've done for this country, and we really appreciate that. And let's just hope that with the generation coming up, which kind of scares me, that we continue to celebrate Veterans Day and that we don't forget about the veterans, okay? And, you know, I said it the other day, for many years I served as a state senator. And there were a couple of people who wanted to get rid of VJ Day because they said it was offensive. But I said, what about all of the people that died? And we still consider, we call it Victory Day now, but we still obviously celebrate those days. And to me, the true unsung heroes are not the basketball stars, the football stars, the music rock stars. It's the veterans. Those are the true heroes. So once again, on behalf of myself and Councilman Pinicelli, thank you all, and may God bless you. Thank you very much.
Pinicelli made me promise that he would not have to give a speech, but I think we want a little speech from him. I think you folks would be interested in knowing that he was the former national commander of the American Veterans Organization and a member of the board of directors for 15 years. So you have a real veteran over here, and he's wearing the jacket to prove it.
Actually, that's true. This is the jacket of the organization. I spent 53 years of my life working with this organization, and I left it. I was a national commander, and I also testified. I also have testified on behalf of the veterans before the Congress of the United States. But I consider myself, not only the veterans, but all of you veterans. You are people of the United States of America, and you are veterans, and you deserve what you have and you're receiving in Briarcliffe. Thank you for what you're doing here, Mr. Salva.
Thank you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to make a speech. Our mayor said it all. God bless you, and I'm so pleased to be here with all of you. Enjoy the day. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. I just want to thank the mayor and our councilmen for attending our ceremony today to celebrate all our veterans and to express our great appreciation for veterans and their spouses as well for everything that you have gone through for our country. One of the things I had done is I had also contacted the governor to get his input and perhaps a proclamation expressing his appreciation for our veterans. So on behalf of the governor, I would just like to present this to all of our residents, Mr. Talwar as well, to Briarcliffe, and to, like I said, residents and spouses and families and just everyone. So I just want to express our gratitude to all of our veterans and how important it is to remember our veterans. So thank you.
61 in total, 61 out of 165 veterans and their spouses. So we are well represented, veterans are well represented in our community.
You were a young fellow then, huh?
Yeah.
How old?
Yep, so I'm
How old was he in that photo?
I don't know. I was 2.
Okay.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Yes, he was. That's right. Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, you were young.
So World War II, right? Yeah. Wow. You saw a lot back then.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you for serving our country.